Ghetto boy. Gonna set this shit straight. Believe that.
There's a million. And we are going to hit off today with the interview. Wow. They got a whole bunch of views. Like, damn. Ended with 40 some K views. Well, people watching. Yeah, so it's over that now. But obviously. But yeah, the interview with Katt Williams and OG Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. And yeah, so I haven't seen it in its totality. So I only seen like a snippet of it when I called it. And I was like, yeah, I have to watch this. I have to cover it. So, but how you guys doing? How you brothers doing? Thank you for coming through. Like, share, subscribe on your way in. And also don't forget to hit the Cash App or the PayPal, which is in the description. So let's get to it. And also I want to address these haters as well. These shady comedians, still or false comedians, who are not non-real comedians that want to steal others' jokes, and they want to, put blame. Also, try to dig up stuff on Katt, so they're so ever trying to find something, digging up something on this guy. They're continuously digging up something. So it still is not going to hurt them, at all. Unless y'all try to pull some Jonathan Major shit. But also, as I want to get into it today as well, uh, is also I want to go through do a ratings. I have my own little ratings show. So inspired by Big Bro Black Ram 313. And so yeah, so I have a few of those. I want to get to that before we, get to the main dish. But I also want to discuss and cover the reactions from, a couple of rappers and comedians. So yeah, and from all what I've been hearing, it's just bull crap, man. It's just shady. It's crazy as hell. Kevin Hart too. He's not funny at all. Don't give a damn what you say. Um, and he's over there trying to diss Katt, because Katt basically called their asses out, put all that shit out there, and he's talking about, oh, it's a decision. I figure, what kind of decision is there for you? No, it's not. It's a decision. Damn it, yeah, it's a stupid decision. You chose to put on the damn dress. All right, you didn't have to do that. Yeah, you chose to do that because you want the money at all costs. So, but yeah, let's get into these ratings. So I want you guys to tell me what you think. What's the scale with these ladies? Between 1 to 10. Uh, and out of and I respect the Big Bro Black Round 313. With a little stank or no stank. Ah. Boy, I tell you, look here. All right. So we're gonna hit it off right now. So yeah, let me find it real quick.
About to catch another flight. The apple bottom make them wanna.
Yeah, found this one. Yeah, we're gonna turn the audio off of this one. Yeah, I see what brother's talking about. But still, I don't care to hear more than half of it. It's trash. But yeah, let's see. So, what do y'all rate this one? What do y'all rate her? Look at that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I gotta give her brothers. I gotta give her oh yeah. I'll say close to seven, eight, close to eight, maybe a little stink. Tad bit, a little stink. Tad bit, a little stink. Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. And give that one just a tad bit, a little stink. Okay. Yo, okay. How about this one? Oh shit, you guys probably ain't see it. Okay, can't see the screen. All right, here you go. Look at the monkey on this one.
Stop you real quick? Or you need help? You want me to spot you? Yeah. Okay. No, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not how you do it. What's up? Just stop me real quick. You're doing it wrong. It's fine. It's like this all the time. No, it's wrong. That's not how you do it. Can you come spot me real quick? Or you need help? You want me to spot you? Yeah. Okay. No, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not how you do it. What's up? Just stop me real quick. You're doing it wrong. It's fine. It's like this all the time. No, it's wrong. That's not how you do it. Hey, can you
Yeah.
spot me real quick?
Nah,
Or you need help? You want me to spot you?
yeah, she got a nice little monkey on it. Nice little monkey, I'll say. All right, that one. Uh, I'll give that a. I'll give that a 5. Yeah, 5. 5 with no stain. 5 with no stain. All right. Yeah. So I got another one. One more. Just one more, people. Ooh, just one more. All right. All right. Now, come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. I already seen that one. Okay. Oh yeah. There we go. These two more. Okay, yeah, we definitely gotta get this one in. We definitely gotta get this one in. Oh yeah. Oh. ah, let's get it in. Let's get it in. Fair use. Fair use. Oh shoot. I was oh 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 boy, hey, I see a whole hey, I'm strong enough, damn it, to pull that bow. Hey, that bow and arrow right there, boy. You hear me? I'm strong. Hey, I guess to give this a whole uh a whole waking 9.7 with a little stain. I just love that. Nah, I'll stick with the hygiene. Yeah, hygiene team on this one. Hygiene team. Yeah. So I'll say 9.7. 9.7. So, and this one more I gotta show y'all. One more. And then we're gonna check out with what a few haters said about our brother Katt Williams. Oh shit, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Pause, go back. Yeah, we got to show this one more. Yeah. Yes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on your way in. All right. Now this one. Yeah. Yeah, she gets a 7.4. Little to no stain. That might be that might be a I don't know. Might be a BBL. Might be a BBL. Yeah, she got one of them faces. Mm, yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, let's get to it. Pull it up because I want to hit this. Glad these videos are short. So, yeah, man, because this, man, man, these bastards are hilarious. So I gotta laugh at the hatred these bastards are exuding. You got to. Come on now. Yo, come on. Okay. First, yeah, I gotta. This nigga look like something, doesn't it? Nigga Trick that look like he came out of something from Gotham City, nigga. Shit. Oh boy. You know what? Yep, I know I saved it. Give my take on this when I find it. System's kind of acting a little slow here. Matter of fact, yeah. Let me stop sharing. Maybe that'll work. Oh man, I got it. Okay. Yeah, I got so many. Oh yeah. Yeah, we definitely gotta check this one out right here. Okay. Yeah. When I first seen this, I'm like, man, I forgot who first posted it, but man, I definitely had to say shout out to Bernie Mac. Hey, Bernie Mac said to me, hey, he ain't going. He ain't going for that shit. Ah, this is short.
You want to be great? You need to sacrifice.
Uh, shut up. Oh shit. Okay. All right. I don't know why StreamYard wants to act up today. Okay.
No.
There we go.
It would be her. Abby, isn't Jeremy on the other side?
Now this is Bernie Mac for the little photo shoot with the cast, of his show. Y'all gotta see this. You see Bernie Mac wasn't going. They was trying to get a boy to sit on his lap.
Actually, on the lap, you're sitting. Did you wait?
No.
It would be her. Abby, isn't Jeremy on the other side? Where am I? I'm gonna show you. Ow! All right, he's actually gonna sit on your lap. No? Okay. Do we have an apple box? In case you're right there? on the lap. You're sitting. Did you wait?
No.
Actually, on the lap. You're sitting. Did you wait?
No.
It would be her. Abby, isn't Jeremy on the other side? Where am I? I'm gonna show you. Ow! However, he's actually gonna sit on your lap. No? Okay. Do we have an apple box?
You put your show.
Yeah, that was basically I was muted. But yeah, that was basically Bernie Mac. You know, the producers was trying to get him to trying to get the boy to sit on his lap, and he was like, no. Shout out to the rest of the power, bro. Shoot, double OG Bernie Mac. So, yeah, but we're gonna find this video. Yeah, I'm gonna check out this here. Yeah, they need to stop acting stupid. I mean, throw it like a damn Okay. Yeah, cause I'm pretty sure I saved it. Had it all saved. Yep. Let's see what this nigga had to say real quick. This nigga, this nigga Charleston White. Okay. We're going back. Okay. Sure, got it.
Ludacris. That nigga responded to Katt Williams with a rap song. That was the funniest shit out of all of them. Man, hey, listen.
Yes, that
was
shit
the
was.
craziest shit. That's what everybody overlooking the fact that nigga Ludacris, nigga, he responded with a rap song. That lets you know how fucked up this shit is. Nigga, if you say I've been at a gay party getting violent, finna make you no song, nigga. Nigga, call that nigga. I'm gonna call you on your phone, nigga. You lying. You ain't seen me no more. That nigga made a rap. That nigga responded with a jingle. Say, that lets you know he guilty. Nigga come back with a rap song. A hell of a rap song. Nigga ain't rapped in 20-some years. 20 years. Soon as Katt Williams say, hey, I seen you coming out that funny room though, nigga. With walking bow-legged, you were not needed before you went in. You come out of that bow-legged. That boy say now he gonna make a song. I ain't never was ever on my mind. That nigga went and made a commercial jingle to respond to Katt Williams instead of saying you a goddamn lie. That's how you call. That's how you tell a nigga he lying. You don't right. On 16 bar for no nigga. You get on the airwave and say he lying, baby. Ain't never seen me coming out there and play walking bow-legged.
Oh boy, I'll get up there. I'll end that with it. Oh hell no. No, nigga. You damn right. I'm gonna write your ass nigga no damn song, motherfucker. Nigga, no. Hell, and Charleston White's ass shit. Yeah, we already know. Yeah, he be halfway on bullshit, and he be getting his ass into some bullshit, man. Yeah, couldn't trust this motherfucker as far as I could throw him. But that shit was hilarious. I had to get on that one. Yeah, let's go to the other one. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, right. And yeah, we can get to the Lucas shit. I want to show this footage of the Katt Williams joke that Cedric the Entertainer stole. And yes, I'm declaring his ass stole it. Man, if y'all stop that shit. As soon as I try to go over here hit skip, y'all hurry up and give me another ad. Stop it, YouTube. Okay. Okay, let me went back. This motherfucker started right on not even half a second. Okay. Now share. Hopefully that should keep it to come smooth when I go in and out like that. All right. And yeah, fair use dollars. Yes, this is a shout out to Bernard Riley. Go check him out and subscribe. Shout out to Bernard Riley. Fair use.
Katt Williams says Cedric the Entertainer stole from him. We're going to do a side-by-side, beat-by-beat comparison, as well as a little research to get an official answer to whether or not the joke was truly stolen or just a little similar. Katt Williams' premise: black people listen to their music so loud that they can't even hear it when their car turn off. Cedric the Entertainer's premise: black people could fly a spaceship to the moon like a 72 deuce and a quarter. Now, the first obvious similarity is that they both start out bouncing to music the same exact way. The next obvious similarity is how they are turning the wheel. That's almost identical, but Cedric the Entertainer is turning it a little wider because he got a bigger spaceship wheel. Now, this is where they part ways, and Cedric the Entertainer could probably maybe say my joke is completely different because Katt Williams has to get out of the car when it stops to get it back started, and he starts directing traffic. However, Cedric the Entertainer cannot get out of the spaceship because he'll float off into the empty void of space. No gravity, no oxygen. You get the picture and all of that. However, he does mimic the directing traffic part, so he's still kind of on the same story beats. But that ends here because the climax or biggest punchline of Katt Williams' joke is when he had to give the car a push and hop back in, start it up, and start back riding, listening to his music. Now, Cedric the Entertainer gave two different responses to this, and we're going to go over both of them next. But the part that was the most different was how Cedric the Entertainer had to end his joke saying that black people only turn down their music when they got a parallel park. So he turned down the music and parallel parked the spaceship and cranked the music back up. Now, finally, this was the first of Cedric the Entertainer's two different responses.
What up, y'all? What's up? I'm gonna address this Katt Williams thing one time, man. I saw people on there really commenting about that. Look, I have no idea what this brother is talking about. That joke is over 30 years old, close to 30-something years old. I did the Kings of Comedy in 1999. Probably have been doing that joke 6-7 years before that.
Such a fat lying ass.
So, again, you're talented, brother. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never seen Katt do a space shuttle joke. So, that may be something that he believes is true. I've written a lot of jokes. I've had a lot of comedians steal my jokes as well. So I understand if you feel, slighted by that, but that's my joke. That's my joke, dog. Driving a space shuttle to the moon, cigarette, cutie pie rocking in the background, parallel parking the space shuttle.
No, it's not, motherfucker. No, it's not. Stop your damn lying, you fat piece of shit. You shitty excuse for a fucking man with no damn integrity, no honor, especially, damn it, within the sport that you play, motherfucker. And that is comedy. And you're shitball. Talk about somebody, no, who wants to steal from somebody who's not even that funny? What can they steal? Motherfuckers steal shit from those who are actually good, real good. Or they'll, as Bernie Mac mentioned, damn, hey, don't express your jokes, your work to other comedians, because they'll steal your shit. Especially too, damn it, if they find it funny and you're, a couple of levels beneath them or whatnot, you know what I mean? Or, and they check out your shit and take a like it, yeah, they may end up using it. Yeah, and so that's just how it goes. It is what it is, and just you gotta be wise and careful with hell. But thing is, every a lot of shit's regurgitated, but people got their own unique style too. So, and I believe it's best for one to be genuine, and to conjure up your own creativity, instead of relying upon others' creativity.
That's where I believe it to be. So
there is no video evidence that can be found that Cedric the Entertainer was doing this joke before he saw Katt Williams do his joke.
Yeah,
it is
no
clear
evidence.
and obvious that he was at least inspired by Katt Williams' joke, but he gave it a different setup, moved it to outer space with a completely different ending, but the beginning and the middle parts of the joke were similar in terms of style. That I think such an entertainer is capping to say that he wasn't at least inspired by Katt Williams' joke, but he made it his own. That's fair. Katt Williams is being extra as well, because everybody borrows ideas and makes them their own. Was Money Mike not a reimagined comedic spinoff of Superfly? Like, come on, you built your whole comedic persona off of that. This was Cedric the Entertainer's final reply. He says, revisionist history, regardless of whatever Katt's opinion, my career can't be reduced to one joke Katt Williams claims as his. I've been in over 40 movies, my specials, my brand speaks volumes for who I am. The people I've put on, including Cat in the Hat at the Gibson Amphitheater. I hope I said that right. And he goes on to say, all that tough talk is corny. I'm a grown man, dog. And none of that mess gonna go like you think. You do you, and I got this over here. And yeah, Katt Williams talking tough is kind of corny because, we did see him get, folded up by a teenager that one time. I mean, like,
he may have just folded up by him.
Anyway, if you'd like this video, you'd definitely like this video. Tap the box, and we out here. Peace.
Yeah, check out Bernard Rowley. Shout out to him. Go over there, subscribe to the brother. But yes, I mean, yeah, Katt. He just as he said, Katt built his whole persona off of Superfly. I mean, it's obvious. The Katt really doesn't really have to say anything. I mean, a man doesn't have to say anything. For you to be able to tell. Of the mimicking. Or the imitating. So, but we're gonna check out my other list here I got. So, do you mind bear with me because I'm gonna go in and out, stop sharing and share, just so it can run somewhat smoother. And yes, we're gonna cover this one. And shout out to this sister right here. God bless her and her bloodline. Because this is the daughter of our big bro, Double OG, rest in power, Bernie Mac. And yes, and for which case, a lot of black women, as I would say, should take note of her and how she gave praise to awesome ass men, Katt Williams and her father. Yeah, okay. Well, I might as well play from there. Yeah, no, check out this cat too, Swayo TV. Shout out to him. Fair use. Share. Yes. And she's beautiful too, boy. You see that? Man, nice brown skin. Beautiful sister. Damn, Bertie Mac, you did a good job. You did a damn good job. So here we go.
Spoke out in response to what Katt Williams has said on the Club Shay podcast. And in today's video, we're going to take a listen to what she had to say in response on pretty much what Katt Williams was talking about in the interview. But before I do that, I'm just going to play you an old clip of what Bernie Mac has said, wanting the comedians to not take other comedians' jokes. So I'm going to let you guys take a listen to that first, and then I'm going to play the clip of Katt Williams speaking about it. And then after that, we're going to listen to what Bernie Mac's daughter had to say in response, and then we're going to close the video out. Not going to waste no more time. If you guys don't mind dropping a like on the video, that would be highly appreciated. And feel free to subscribe to the channel. And also feel free to share this video out and comment your guys' opinions. And if you want to become a member today to support the channel, I'll link that down in the bottom of the description. But go ahead and take a listen, and I'll come back to you guys.
Being with me all the time, you know, she's see my stuff, my new stuff, and all that kind of stuff. Especially when I do my single dates, and I'm trying to school her. You don't do your material around a lot of comedians. That's like stealing in front of the police. You don't do it. They mean well, but they sit on the side. Ooh, that's funny. And next thing you know, you see it on HBO or something. You be sitting at home. That shit mine, you know. But ain't nobody gonna believe. First come, first serve. You know. So when you do new stuff, you never. I'm telling you, for you comics coming up, never bring your stuff out in front of a house full of comedians. You will never work a lot.
Real
Especially established comedians like myself, you'll never work a lot. I got too much pride. I can't take something that ain't mine. You know what I mean? I can't go up and say something ain't mine. The kick about going up there is making people laugh about something that you wrote.
Fourth King, I got the offer,
Then what happened?
but I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie.
Yeah, they did too.
And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you.
Well, non-funny motherfuckers.
Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course, you got to close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king. And because you finally did it, because you didn't have no other choice, and now that he gone, when you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and that ain't the way comedy works. The king is the funniest, period, every time. And that's why no audience member was ever swayed. It didn't matter where Bernie went. You think if Bernie went first, he wasn't the king? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get your ego out of this.
All right. So now go ahead and take a listen to Bernie Mac's daughter, and then we're going to close the video out.
Because you shit on Bernie. Know the truth.
So I keep getting lots of contact about my thoughts on the Katt Williams interview on Club Shay. The interview heard round the world. And I don't know, my take is probably going to be really, really boring. Number one, I want people to keep in mind, my dad has been dead for 15 years, so I have not been fully immersed in the world of comedy. I don't know the ins and outs of that like that anymore because my end has been gone for 15 years. You know, I've got friends in the game, but we don't sit and talk about, you know, stuff like that. So no, I don't know Katt Williams. Never met him. That's one person I never did get to meet when my dad was alive. But from everything that I've ever heard my dad, say, he's always seemed like a stand-up dude. So I have no qualms, no quarrels with him. I thought the interview was hilarious, entertaining. That man dropped so many one-liners that I'm sure we are going to be wearing down to the ground in this year of our Lord 2024. But I one of my biggest takeaways in watching people's responses was how people were kind of like, oh, that's kind of sad, like outside of being, tickled by it. And I've seen people say stuff like, it's like watching, your uncles go at it and you're like, oh, why can't we all just get along? Well, I mean, because everybody doesn't get along. Like, I think that's one of the misconceptions about comedians. And I guess it's due to the fact that what they do brings so much joy to others, that the perception, the expectation is that behind closed doors, everybody gets along, everybody it's love. And no, it's not. They've always been competitive. It's always been, as far as I've ever witnessed in watching my dad, it's always been kind of cutthroat. Like you'll have, people beefing, like same as within your family. Just because y'all related don't mean y'all all get along, right? Comedy's no different. But for me, Katt Williams has my utmost appreciation and respect for giving my dad his props and his flowers. And I felt like it was genuine. There are some people who have given, my dad his flowers now that he's dead, that I'm looking at like, doggone well, he wasn't doing it when he was alive. And that not just famous people, just people all across the board. As my dad used to say, you ever want to be loved by everybody? You ever want to be special? Just die. It's real easy to give lip service when somebody dies and they were so wonderful. And that's not how you felt when they were alive. But when Katt spoke of my dad, for me, I felt his heart. I felt that it was genuine and I appreciate it. Again, it's been 15 years since my dad's been dead. If you follow me at all, I've said this repeatedly, like, it does my heart good to know that my dad was a stand-up guy, that the man that I knew him to be was who he actually was to people, because that's the thing. Like, we can love people and think they one way and then find out later. No. And I say, like, in 15 years, if he was an asshole, somebody by now would have been like, let me tell you about that mother. So that is not the case with my dad. It makes me so proud. And I just really appreciate what I believe the genuine love and respect that Katt Williams showed my father. It is so much appreciated. Much love and mad props, Katt Williams. I would love to sit down and just have a conversation with Katt Williams, because I think that is probably the most entertaining and gem dropping conversation I probably would have in my life outside of conversations with my dad. So yeah, so that's my take. Like I said, probably boring, but that's what I thought. Again, much love and respect to Katt Williams.
All right, so that was some dope commentary.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I was muted. Yep. So sis, nah, that wasn't bored, sis. No, that was very heartfelt. You know what I mean? And I know your dad. I know Bernie. He appreciates you on that. So Bernie knows you love him too. So salute to you, sis, and God bless you and your family, and keep y'all safe and protected. Amen. Because, and she's right. She showed, hey, some wisdom, about this shit. She's wise about what's going on. Um, that in understanding that, about the and being mature enough to understand that fact, hey, that people ain't gonna get along, and no matter what profession or what setting, if you're not gonna get along, you're not gonna get along. So yeah, that's just one of the rule of thumbs to go by. But yeah, but you see, she gave her dad praise, and Katt Williams, and that would be awesome too. So yeah, I would cover that as well. Her, you know, her having a one-on-one with Katt Williams. So yeah. I also want to check out this one here from from your boy. Let me go. Let me get out of this here. So I won't go. Oh man. I seen this old yuck face ass dude. I was like, oh man, stop your hate. Stop your hate, man. Sit your ass down and find some businesses to run down with your money, motherfucker. Hell, because your rapping days is done. So your rapping days are done. Shit. Let me see. Uh, yeah, I'll go to yeah, to the history. So yeah, it's oh man. Also trying to get on Katt Williams, and I'm like, just as somebody said, yeah, I don't remember Trick Daddy being brought up in Katt's interview with Shannon. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's really going on? Where's this dude at? Silly ass dude. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? There you go. You motherfucker. Shit. Hell. Trick. Yeah, Trick's gonna know now, motherfucker. Yeah, just shut his ass up. For Katt come back and roast his ass again. Ah, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Present, share. See y'all later. Damn. Okay. Present, share. There you go. Bam. Let's look at this fool. Oh, yuck face ass nigga. Oh shit. Here we go.
Get on the Sharp show and just get in your little bitch ass feeling and get in ways and you say all type of shit you ain't supposed to say. See, there's a lot of shit about certain rap niggas I could say, but I know it's some shit that I shouldn't say, so I don't say it. You saying some slick shit about me in one of your stand-up, you was being sarcastic saying that the Trick Daddy can own a restaurant, you can do anything. Look, well, nigga, you bulldagging looking ass fuck nigga. Keep my name out your mouth. I'm not no comedian. I'm a street nigga first, okay? Keep my name out your mouth, bitch ass nigga. Keep Ricky Smiley name out your mouth. Keep all OG's name out your mouth. If you don't like a person, you don't say it. I've told people that I didn't think you was funny. I ain't never said I didn't like Katt Williams. Your little pussy ass,
That motherfucker, man. See that nigga? Who the hell are you to tell a motherfucker any damn thing? Shut the fuck up. Hell, sit your ass down, cause I listened to that whole Shannon Sharp interview. Motherfucker, yeah, he didn't bring your name up not once. I've seen it like more than once. Hell, since been watching other people, them covering it and shit. Certain people, not everybody, but yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to the interview, to the main piece of the show today. Don't forget to hit the like and share and subscribe on your way in. Hit the Cash App, PayPal. Hey, if you're feeling it. So, but yeah, let's go to it. For our brother Katt Williams and Willie D. I'm like, damn it, this interview kind of caught me by surprise now. Kind of caught me by surprise. I was like, damn, okay. Shit, but I like how he did it, though. It was really professional of him, of Willie D, doing that because he came with short video of announcing him going live with Katt Williams. And then hey, because that alerts people, boom, to be ready. So, man, let me go to my. I just have my content. Okay. Little slow. Little slow. Almost. I didn't know I had so much saved in this particular playlist. I had to delete those that I already covered. Where are you at, Brother Willie? Where are you at? Because, mind you, and to let you guys know, this will be the first time I'm looking at this. And like I said, I caught just a little snippet of it, in the time I had. But now I'm coming back to it and checking it out with you guys. So, for what I heard, it's going to, be a cool, good interview. And, none of it was, throwing any like daggers at each other and all that. Just coming together, you know what I mean? And just chopping it up. With a drink. So, here we go. Okay. I'm going to let this go out. So, pause it right there. It didn't share. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to let this rock for you guys. Okay. So let me see. Let me know you guys can see it. Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll be good. Now I'm gonna have myself on mute, and I'm not gonna chime in as as most people do, like every 2 minutes. But I was told to heard that Willie D, people was wanting Willie D to let Katt Williams cook, as we all would like for him to do. So, as we all would like to see him do. So yeah, let's check this shit out. Let me get this.
With another episode of information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. In the studio, Katt Williams. What's up?
Thank
King?
you. How are you, sir?
Oh man, one more hop, I'll be on top.
Fair use, fair use.
How
Prepare
about you?
for your hop. Doing great. Doing great.
Yeah, you're doing great, man. Cleveland, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. Cincinnati,
but
Ohio.
when you, my bad. You were born in Cincinnati.
Yep.
And then you were raised in Dayton.
And raised in Dayton, correct.
Man,
yeah.
We had a show in Dayton once, and it almost like provoked a full-blown riot. In Dayton, they had these cops with these big old 10-gallon hats.
They did.
Big old white cornbread fed dudes, and they were telling us, y'all gonna either pay for all of this equipment that y'all destroyed on the stage. We destroyed, allegedly, we destroyed equipment, band equipment that belonged to After 7 and Troop.
Oh my.
We were on the same
Got
ticket
it. Yeah.
as After 7 and Troop. We destroyed their equipment.
Allegedly.
And they told us, y'all gonna pay for this stuff or y'all going to jail. And so we basically just did the show for free because we gave all that money back. But Dayton that's will forever be like embedded in my memory. Dayton, Ohio, for that reason. But
I'm sorry
what
that
do
you had a
remember?
bad memory.
What from Dayton?
Part of what you remember is a part of Dayton. So Dayton was one of the rare cities in America that was legitimately half black and half white. So there was power on both ends. I came from a very powerful family in Dayton just because of our sheer numbers. So there were 13 on my father's side and 7 on my mother's side. So I had like 100 first cousins in one city. Like we just had a large family, and it was a great place for black people, and it was a great place for white people. It's just that you really couldn't be legitimately racist because your neighbors were of another color, if that makes sense. So,
What's the power dynamic? Was it mostly white people running it or black people?
Well, that's the dynamic of America at that particular time. One of my uncles was the chief of police. Another was the head pastor in town, and had some cocaine dealing uncles as well. So we were really rooted in the city, but it was a city of money. So we had Cooper tires, we had Dayton tires, we had IBM, we had NCR, we had Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, we had University of Dayton. These are all places where you can make 6 figures even at that time. So it was a lot of money there. As far as on the radio, we would hear every hour 5 or 6 artists that were from where we were from. So we thought that was a part of it. We hearing the Ohio players, and Roger Troutman and Zapp's studio is our bus stop when we're 7 years old. I met Prince while I was in Dayton when I'm 12. Like it was a very vibrant community for black people.
So you saw a lot of the street stuff. How did you end up? First of all, did you end up doing any of the street stuff? Participating in any of that street activity? You mentioned your uncles selling drugs and all of that.
Well, I leave Dayton, Ohio, right before I'm 13. So I'm still at a young age. I'm just having heightened experiences because of my childhood and my background. So, I've always had money, but I don't come from money. So I was able to cut grass in the summer, and I was able to shovel snow in the winter. That's what I was allowed to do. So, but consequently, even as a kid, I'm making like $6,000-$7,000 a year. And this is
at 12 years old?
Before that, at 10. At 10. Just just because that's what I was allowed to do. And I'm a hustler by nature. Like if I get a hold of a lick, I want to see how many times it flips, not if it flips. You know what I mean? So once I'm gone from there, I'm trying my hand at other things, door to door, and I had already made $1 million before I was 18, going door to door across the country. So I had already tested out what were the positive things about me and how I could use that to my advantage economically from an early age.
Is it true that you emancipated yourself from your parents at 13? Because I read that somewhere.
Well,
I think it was Wikipedia said something like that.
I wouldn't shame the family. What I would say is that it can't be called run away because I didn't run away. I left, but I don't tell that part of the story just because there's a 0% chance that if a young person listens to me and follows my example on that they'll be okay. But I knew I would be, but I was a little off. Like I knew Jesus left home at 13, so I didn't feel like I was out of pocket in any way.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that at 13 years old you was cognizant of the story of Jesus leaving home at 13 years old?
I have been accepted to college before I was 12, so I was already a little bit more advanced than your average child. I had probably read 10,000 books at that period in my life, so I was blessed in that way. But as you know, you can't really just live on that. So God navigated where I was able to see the underworld, if you will. So I go from my parents' house in Ohio to Miami, Florida by myself. I don't know nobody. And that's where the story begins. But
in your formidable years, who is that person? Was there a single individual who inspired you, or some guy or a person that you looked up to and you said, I like the way that they move and I want to model myself after that person?
yeah, this is going to be a weird answer. Yes, that's one of the things that I was probably the best at. I did it with anybody and everybody. So when I was going to the library, I wasn't reading fiction books. I was reading non-fiction books, and it didn't matter what it was. I'm just I know whatever's in this book, I don't know what it is. So I might have read like 1,000 autobiographies, just the life of people that I don't know. And when you do that, you find out that if you were trying to learn something from everybody, you could actually learn something from every single person that you met. And so it's that type of thinking that helped me avoid the pitfalls as I saw them. So the reason I never did drugs when I was an adult is because when I left went to Miami and I'm living in a park. It's 30 people out there from all different places, and they all are homeless and in a terrible situation just like me. And they telling me that they used to be lawyers and doctors and nurses, and I'm going, well, what happened? And all of them is telling this story where everything in their life was fine, and then they dealt with this drug, and this is where it ended them out. So as a kid, I never saw the fun part of drugs. I never heard about nobody having a good time on drugs, or oh, you got to take this so you can feel it. I didn't I didn't see it from that way. I had already seen what it would do to people, and they're telling me, like, I'm letting people tell me, hey, don't do this. Don't get to Hollywood and start sleeping with white women and doing cocaine, because it'll kill you. Huh, yeah, no problem. Got it. So, and a lot of things, I was just stupid enough to get the lessons, but that came from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long were you out on the streets?
Well, it sounds so harsh when you say on the streets. Yeah, just understand that I'm in slacks and a shirt and a tie every day, and I'm eating at a 5-star restaurant because I done worked this deal with the restaurant where I come in at 5 in the morning and I come and do the floors and clean up everything the bus people didn't do, knock out the old dishes. I do all of that, but I get to eat there for free. So I come later and have a 5-star lunch as a 12-year-old, because I'm already smoking cigarettes, but I got a mustache, so I don't look out of place. And then I go and I do my 8 hours in the library to take the place of what schooling would have been. So 2 hours were spent collecting radios from people's cars at the marina, which funded me to at least have $700 or $800 a week in my pocket. So that was the situation for, I'll say, 12 months.
Was there somebody who came along, a social worker or something like that, and saw you and said, yo, or talked to you, it's like, yo, I can help you out, or you should do this or that?
No, you're looking at it a different way than I was looking at it. I wasn't in a pitiable situation by any means. I was free. And it was an adventure that I was on. And I had already read all of these books. I know how this goes. I know that a terribly scary adventure is nothing for the warrior. He doesn't need to be in a good position. There is a God, and he's going to see you through. You just have to make sure that you're hitting the marks to qualify for the blessing. So I was never in a situation where someone would think that I needed some assistance.
Where were you sleeping at?
In the park that I told you about, across the street from the library in Coconut Grove.
Like on the ground, on the bench?
No, they had a mattress out there. I had money, so people would get you stuff.
Why didn't you just take your money and go get a crib?
At 13?
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Never crossed my mind.
Because I really do. I know it's young, but I do know people who are very young. If somebody is young enough to go out on the streets and just say, I'm leaving home.
Yeah.
A lot of times, and if they got money, they're savvy enough to
It's not
get
that I
somebody
have
to
money.
pay them.
I'm making some money. I don't have money. I'm making some money.
Enough to get by.
Well, I'm saying I don't have a long list of needs on the daily. I need to eat well. I need to drink well.
And where are you keeping your money? Like in your pocket?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Anybody ever try to rob you?
No, I did have somebody try to violate me while I was out there. I think because I didn't know really what gay people were. So I wasn't really clear. I knew how gay people acted as I had seen, but I wasn't aware that it had a sexual connotation to it. So as soon as the guy kept talking to me like he liked me, I was really confused because guys don't like guys. And I'm trying to figure out, is there something about your background that makes you talk like a lady while you're talking to me? But yeah, I had that as a situation. But other than that, no, I wasn't frequently tried as a young person.
Yeah. So I'm asking some of these questions that I'm asking because I'm really trying to figure out, like, how did you develop your psyche? Like, you're a very, very insightful dude.
Right.
Just trying to figure out, like where did that start at? Can you pinpoint a specific time and space where you said, yeah, I get it. I see what's going on.
Yeah. I probably like 5 years old. First and foremost, this is going to sound really, really weird, but I believed at that young age that you could have a relationship with God. And I know that that's kind of old fashioned now. But when I was young, that's what I believed. And so I developed this relationship where we talk 4 or 5 times a day and we talk about everything. And I'm coming to you when things are well and when it's not well. And if I ask for something, I know when you gave me what I asked for because it's the only time. So I understood at a young age that I wasn't like everybody else, that I was in a blessed position and that I had the ability to be able to make things happen if I could find the instructions and follow them. So at 5 years old, that's how I thought. I knew when things were wrong with the Bible. I wasn't worried about authority because God was like the authority. And other than that, I got to tolerate you, but I'm not allowed to bow down. I'm like that as a child. So my parents didn't do anything wrong. They just wanted me to live a life that I wasn't going to live. They wanted me to be this, and I was not free to live a double life. I can't be that and be what I'm trying to be.
What was that they wanted you to be?
A part of their religion.
Hmm.
They were
Was
very
that
devout
Christian?
in religion.
Christian.
Yes, a branch of Christianity. Yes.
At one point, did you become a Muslim?
At one point, I became several religions because that's the only way you can really find out what's going on in a religion. A religion is not something that you can just study the books about it and now you know about them. I had to be a member of the Fruit of Islam in order to know. Mr. Farrakhan calls me his son. I was not regular even in that endeavor, just because whoever the true God is, I don't play about him. And I understand that regardless of what you choose to call him, it's the same entity. And once you study all of the religions, you find out that nobody's really disagreeing with anybody. The Jews don't believe this whole set of things that Christians don't, and Muslims either.
Why are people so afraid of Farrakhan?
Well, if you had the ability to control the Black people on this planet, there isn't anything that you couldn't take, dismantle, destroy, or interrupt if you could mobilize Black people. And so part of the ops agenda, a part of their modus operandi, is to find out which one of you niggas is a potential leader. And if you are, then we begin a work of progress on your life, which will make people get off of that. It's a part of it, as much as in any defense, you're trying to figure out which way this dude is likely to go, so I can rip that ball. It's the same.
Yeah. Farrakhan is a polarizing individual. A lot of people really, I do believe, don't really understand him. I think that there are people who gets the message. This is what frightens them, is because they know, as you alluded to, they know what he's capable of doing. You know, uniting Black people and guiding and leading Black people in the right way.
There's not been a successful one of those yet. So just like if you're a rapper, any rapper can get hit. Yeah, we don't have we can go through 300 years of history and look for all the Black people that fit the description.
Which is why I believe that they should stop trying to make it. I really do believe that, it's each one reach one, teach one, but the leadership is in yourself. Like, all of us are capable. Well, not all of us, but many of us are capable of being a leader. Like, instead of sitting around just waiting on one person to be that leader,
Well said. Well said. But in real time, being the leader of yourself gets you nothing. The people demand to be led regardless. There's not 13 shepherds and all these sheep. Why? Because it's unnecessary. Just one. Just one that has the connection with the sheep, which allows the sheep who has a brain about that small to be able to just focus on eating grass and not worry about falling off a cliff. We have the desire as humans to be led. We want to be led into battle. We want to be led into the football game. This is all because this is how we are wired. The cheerleaders and the pomp and circumstance, that goes back to the times of first humanity, because we do need that.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about a myriad of leaders. You're not just talking about a single individual.
Right.
And I see a lot of people just be sitting back waiting on a Messiah. They're waiting on that one person.
But they are too, though.
Who's that?
The other side is far more diligent about looking for that Messiah than we are, because they know where to look. You probably wonder, why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it? I don't pay attention to things I don't like.
What's the answer?
The answer is the liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still going to be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity. That's just why they chop those noses off of the Pharaoh and the Sphinx in Egypt in the first place, is because without this nose, we can tell you this is just do it. I don't pay attention to things I don't like.
What's the answer?
The answer is the liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still going to be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity. That's just why they chop those noses off of the Pharaoh and the Sphinx in Egypt in the first place, is because without this nose, we can tell you this is whoever it is. But with that nigga nose, it can only be niggas. Why would somebody vandalize a whole face and only vandalize one part? Nobody wanted to knock an eye off or take an ear off, or no chins missing. No, just the nose. Because it's a brand. It's a brand. All right, go ahead.
You have an uncanny way of thinking outside of the box, and you are very good at breaking things down like you just did. You understand consequences and repercussions very well.
Okay.
So my question to you is, why are you such a habitual line stepper? Why do you cross that line so often when you know what the repercussions and consequences are going to be? And they're not going to be favorable to you. For example,
right.
I saw where you and Suge got arrested, right? You and Suge got arrested. Is that true?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Like, and
what were we doing?
Allegedly had something to do with like some type of photography, camera or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm just sure. I'm just saying this is what I read.
Well, I'll tell you the story, and you tell me. Then does that change how you frame this?
Okay.
So, we have a meeting with a hologram company, which is going to go into a licensing deal on some holograms. This is in Beverly Hills. So now there's a rodeo, and behind that is an alleyway where you park your vehicles. That's where we are. Suge has brought his son with him, who's 5 years old. And before we go into this meeting, Suge's son runs behind the dumpster and urinates. And a lady films his penis out, peeing behind the dumpster. And then says, "Oh, I thought that was Katt's kid." So yeah, that's what happened.
See, man, this is
so
why.
Understand, we were facing 20 years, Suge and I. 20 years for that. And if it wasn't for the fact that this is Beverly Hills and it's all on camera, they had no problem sending us up the river when we couldn't have possibly done what was being said. That lady said that she got jumped on by me.
So you see what you just did? You just clarified a huge misconception about, the events of that evening or whatever.
Yeah, but remember, it went to court. Yeah. Like, this isn't just my word. They had to play the video in court, which showed that her altercation wasn't with a man at all.
But the trip part about it is that when people print it, when the media, mainstream media put it out there, they don't add that piece. They
nor do they make a retraction. Right. Nor do they say, hey, that thing we told you about that guy, turns out it was nothing. Understand, I got 15 cases that were dismissed. That should be talked about. Why would 15 cases be dismissed? Because you were so sure you had what you were looking at. Because every city I go to, I'm the nigga with the best car. It's probably smoke coming out that car. It's probably girls gathering around that car. I look like the plug. I get it. And you've probably already hurt me by the time you find out who I actually am.
Right. See, because of that clarity you just provided, is the reason why I want to know. I think the world want to know what happened between you and Ali Sadiq. I know you said
the
you
world
won't talk
couldn't
about
possibly want to know that. He's not famous enough for the world to want to know that.
At least
because my side of the world doesn't want to know that. See,
well, my side of the world.
Here's the thing.
What happened, man?
A lot of times, what liars do first is they set up a narrative and a scenario. Like Michael Blackson just got on national TV and told people, yeah, I got a beef with Katt Williams, and Katt is mad at me about this, and because I said this, and I didn't even mean it like that. And the whole time, he's never talked to me. That's how he feels. He's heard I'm angry. I've not had a conversation with him. It's the same with your Ali Sadiq. If it wasn't for the information that I know in my intel, I would be a fan of his like everybody else. Who wouldn't be a fan of a young black storyteller that's done time and loves his family and is a hometown guy? Like, why would he ever have any enemies in comedy? It's ludicrous. But if you pick the actual king, then make sure that your story is correct. And unfortunately, his story is not correct. No matter what he says, he never met me. He made it disrespectful that a security. If it wasn't for the information that I know in my intel, I would be a fan of his like everybody else. Who wouldn't be a fan of a young black storyteller that's done time and loves his family and is a hometown guy? Like, why would he ever have any enemies in comedy? It's ludicrous. But if you pick the actual king, then make sure that your story is correct. And unfortunately, his story is not correct. No matter what he says, he never met me. He made it disrespectful that a security guard that was 6'7" reached over him to pay him, not mentioning the fact that he got paid for not doing anything.
Well, let's start at the beginning of the Reliant thing.
I don't know if I want.
I'm gonna start, and then you can do what you want to do.
Fair enough.
But I think for the sake of the audience knowing, just
tell them
having
who
an
Ali
idea of
Sadiq
what we're
is
talking
first.
about. Ali Sadiq is a comedian from Houston that's based in Houston.
A very fine comedian.
Very fine comedian.
Yeah.
Now, Ali said that he went to a Reliant arena and he was on the same show as you. He showed up, and the security stopped him from entering the building. And they said, and then somebody told him Katt didn't want you to come in. And then at some point, somebody else came and gave him a check. That's another security person reached over somebody's shoulder and gave him a check. He said that the people that were the working security locked arms to prevent him from walking inside of the building. And he thought that, you had a problem with him. And he said he didn't know why you had a problem with him. And to this day, he don't know why you have a problem with him. That was the.
It'd be nice if that was the story. So now, if that's the story, then let me see if I got this correct. A guy I've never met was supposed to be doing a show with me. And I got so angry, even though I hadn't met him, that I had security keep him out of the building. See, that's the problem with lies. They're faulty from their inception, sir. I'm the person in the story that doesn't have a grudge to feel. I don't care why I didn't like Katt Williams. I would get to the bottom of it. This is not one of those stories. First of all, the actual truth of this matter is every city that I go to, I already have the comedians who are opening up for me. Not just this tour, but for the 17 100 city tours previous to this. I never go to the city and go, hey, do you guys have some comics here? I'd like to add them to my show. I just don't do it. I travel with the comedians that are coming to your city. We're one unit and one team when we come.
That is to let you understand that no comic was fin to come join us that evening because there isn't space for it. I still have to do an hour at the end of this. There's a limited amount of time. So we could just start there. Second of all, I don't care where you're from, what the venue is, how cool you are with the people that work there. Katt Williams show means Katt Williams show. That means don't nothing move but the money. There ain't no loud talking and voice raising and, well, how dare you? How dare you? Let me look on the advertisements and see, do I see your name or face, sir, whoever you may be? Where would you even get the entitlement to be having this question? This is like me insisting that the Lakers put me on as a starter. And I won't take no for an answer. It's ridiculous. You don't even play in our league. And that's before I knew who you were. Now that I know who you are, I'm just ashamed because you took something personal that couldn't have been personal. I didn't meet you. That's how it would have gone if I wasn't there, because the truth is I wasn't there. All of this happened before I got there.
What happened with the check when the security guy?
When I asked what the person had said, I said, well, I don't understand. I don't understand why he's so angry. What did he say to you? He said, I'm supposed to be on this show. I said, well, maybe he was expecting to get some sort of a payment. And now he thinks he doesn't get to get paid because we already have a tour. I wouldn't want that. Pay him for performing. So he got the check of the performer. This is what he's angry about. Imagine the audacity. Remember, your story is that I'm kicking you the fuck out. Get out and lock arms and don't let him in. And paying you? Make it make sense, King. So, either you're smaller than I think or I'm bigger. Either one. Like, you can't keep positioning the narrative because that's all this is. This is so that in a conversation in America, there'll be something where he and I are evenly linked. And only people in his hometown are floating in that narrative. I'm really him.
You don't believe that there's under any circumstances that you and Ali can come to a resolution, just be cool. Like,
you've just talked to me. You know I don't have a bone in this.
Yeah.
I don't have a bone in this.
So if I got him on the phone, you talk to him?
I would have gave him the celebrity boxing match he asked for if I thought he was a celebrity.
Oh, come on. Oh, man. Ali a celebrity. Come on,
sir.
Kat.
I'm not talking. I didn't mean that disparagingly. Yeah. I meant that in ticket sales, my nigga. Ticket sales. That's what I meant. I mean, I'm doing 7,000 in your hometown while you go do 300. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm talking statistics. I'm talking about the biggest and baddest thing going. And you, a person trying to get in, why would you be mad? It's ridiculous. I'm offended. I'm offended. Why? Because even if it's celebrity boxing, I need you to sell tickets too. I need you to sell these pay-per-view numbers, my nigga. I know I'm bringing it. It's more people that want to see me get laid out by you. And the fact that an upstanding and righteous gentleman like yourself is in that position with the only thing trying to be righteous in our lane is just more machinations of the devil. You should have a much better backstory when you pick me as an opponent.
You know what, man? I'm glad you at least addressed it. Because
when you talk to him and tell him what the truth is, he won't be able to refute it. I told you earlier, he doesn't know this. How could he know? It's okay for you to think that I'm that way, but there are 30,000 known comedians in America that you could have went to, and they would have told you, this is against my character. I am known for confronting my issue head up, be it Satan or his affiliates. I don't care if you 6'6", I don't care if it's 5 of you. I don't care if I'm guaranteed an L. I don't care if you put a gun in my face. I don't care about none of that. I care about doing the right thing as I see it in that moment. Yeah.
Man, how did you get on in the first place as far as like with the movie thing? Like, I know I'm skipping over the comedy, but how did you get on with the movie thing? Like, specifically, I want to know about Money Mike. I want to know how you got that role.
Right. So here's the whole thing. Liars always come up with terrible lies. So Ricky Smiley says, yeah, Katt was supposed to play the Santa Claus and I was supposed to play the pimp. Liars always have ridiculous narratives. Nobody in America can imagine that a real movie studio would cast 5'5", 145-pound Katt Williams as a fucking Santa Claus, number one. Number two, Ricky Smiley was finna play a pimp. Really? Ricky Smiley has played a woman more times than Ricky Smiley has played a man. He's played Bernice Jenkins 5 times. I got it in my contract that I don't work with Ricks.
Get out of here, man. That's in your contract for real?
I make my contract, sir. When you're the master of your masters, everything else is subservient. That's why we have control. That's why we're hated, because there's something to hate. But anyway, so Money Mike, this is my first audition, not just my first movie. It's my first audition. The reason it was so great is because they allowed me to do what I wanted to do, and I needed to do things. So I needed to pick the wardrobe for the character. So Money Mike's wardrobe was impeccable because I designed it, and they made it so. I picked out the car, the color of the car. They had a guy playing a pimp. I need this to be an actual pimp. We need Bishop Magic Don Juan. Is everything
I had to do. Me and KD Albert, who played Donna, and Terry Crews. It was all of our first project, and my job was to make sure that we came off as if we were seasoned actors. And so I put everything I had into that movie, to the point where in the script, Money Mike is raped in the bathroom. Katt Williams changed that. Why? Because there's no way. What do you mean, Katt? There's no way. What are you saying? I'm saying in a place that small, I'm not rapeable. I don't care what has to happen. That's what will happen. And so that's how it changed and became a great movie. And just the thought process that maybe Ricky Smiley was going to do that, it is laughable. But yeah, that was going to be my only movie. So I had to do everything that I could do to make sure that it went the way I needed it to. And I've done that in every one of the 60 movie roles that I've done, and the 50 network television roles.
Man, I'm glad you stood on that, man, because it's a lot of people who would not have. People get blinded by that bread, man, or that opportunity. And
Right.
for you to stand on that, that says a lot. Because I know Terry Crews would have probably enjoyed it, you know, in real life.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Now, how did you get this this knack for comedy in the first place? Like you had a a pretty tumultuous childhood. Like, how do you pivot from that and get into comedy?
I didn't find it to be tumultuous.
So at the time, you was living it. You like, you didn't see it like
this is
that.
not tumultuous.
Okay.
But your question was, how did
you find comedy?
A lot of times you have the true appreciation for something when you're not trying to do it. You just like it. So that's the relationship that I had with music, and it was the relationship that I had with comedy. So musically, I could listen to Pearl Jam and the Ghetto Boys. Like, I could listen to 9 Inch Nails, and I could listen to Prince, and I could do that. And comedically, I found that I could do that too. It didn't matter what the comedy person looked like, or how they were built, or where they were from. If they were funny, I was going to be able to tell. So I understood that Don Knotts was out there working his ass off as Barney Fife. I understood he wasn't doing the same job as the rest of them. I understood that laughter is an emotion, and anytime you can tap an emotion, that's very powerful, regardless of what emotion you're tapping.
When you're tapping these emotions, before you deliver the joke, are you cognizant of what it's going to take to like deliver that joke? Like, are you already knowing that I know for a fact I don't have to practice this. They're gonna be with this right here. When I say this, oh, I'm gonna get them.
As a comedian, I have the best fan base in the world, like documented.
You do.
The slight amount of advertisement that they allow me to do, and the fact that in a place as glorious as Houston, they pack the arena to the rafters, is based upon the fact that I, in 1995, started a conversation with a fan base which was maybe 5 people, and through this entire time I've kept up the same conversation with the same people as they grow. And I'm letting you see me win. I'm letting you see me lose. I'm never allowing the product to be affected by what's going on, because this is the greatest relationship here. So, yeah, consequently, bam, they know some things when I come to town. They know I'm finna bring the baddest comedians with me. That's who's gonna be opening up. They know this all over the country. And then they know that whatever it is Katt's gonna talk about for an hour, they know he did not talk about this the last time he was here. They know
Man,
that.
how in the hell do comedians get away with that anyway? Because I'm not going to see the same comedian tell the same jokes, 100 times in a row.
You let a rapper rap the same songs, though. And you let a singer sing the same songs, the classics, and you'll allow that. And so
yeah, but funny is supposed to be spontaneous. So that's the difference.
Well, understand that comedy has its roots long before social media. So before social media, you might have heard that this comedian is funny, right? And somebody might have told you what he said. They just told you what he said. But when you see him in person, oh, he's hilarious. And so comedy always had a cycle where you showed the whole circuit your body of work. It's just comedians had gotten so lazy that they were doing one great set that they had on Comic View or Def Jam, and they were touring that for 15 years without changing it. And so we made it a part of our effort to push the fact that you should be writing new material and shaming the community into it by just, I'm going to keep putting out these specials and it's new material. How long are you going to continue to tell these jokes? Because in a minute, the audience is going to be like, no, they got to say something new. And eventually the audience did do that. And so.
Well, some audiences show up and they want you to say the old joke. They demand that you tell the old joke.
I don't have not one of those people in my fan base because they know better. They know that I would never let you pay me so you can hear some shit I already said. I respect you too much for that. What you're going to get from me is brand new. This is new.
Right now, you have 12 comedy specials.
Okay.
is there a magic number in mind, or you just want to just keep running to make sure you got the all-time number and that's secure for? Are you already at the top? You got you got more
I'm
than
in no
anybody?
way. I'm in no way counting numbers.
You've done.
I'm saying if 12 is the most, if 12 was the most, there's not a number because I'm not putting a number to it. But I've been special that many times for an hour.
– 17 tours, 100 cities. That is a lot of work. That is that's enough work for a few lifetimes. Most comedians won't even get 100 cities. Well, most comedians ain't gonna do that one time. You're like, and how do you continue to come up with this new material? Because you do new material every single time you show up. That's crazy.
It's a new show every single time I show up.
Man, that is crazy. I'm a comedy connoisseur. I follow comedy. Most of the comics that are the top dogs right now, as far as like in some of our heroes in comedy, I was there when they were like working on their first jokes.
Yeah.
I was watching them and supporting them way back then. But that is a tough feat to be able to do something like that. And I think that the reason why
not in 24 years.
Yeah. Huh. I think the reason why people like you is so much what you do is you resonate with them so much is like what you just said. You show them the good and the bad side of you, but also you're talented. You're very talented, but at the same time you do show the good and the bad. And it's something appealing about being transparent to an extent.
Oh, not just to an extent, to the utmost. As soon as you as a person decide that you're not gonna lie anymore, and that whatever problem that you have, you're gonna deal with that problem right then where it presents itself, it'll show you a whole new side of you. It's very important. It's very important. When you lie and allow lies, for some people it's just, oh, I'm just a little delusional. No, it's dangerous for you to do that to yourself. It's very unnecessary for you to.
You was on this radio station in Atlanta, and this host made a joke about you, and you ate like killed a man for I don't know how long that was, but man, I was like, time out, call the police, something, stop this slaughter, man. You was like, you really did a bad, and you didn't. I don't think you cursed one time.
I was just going to say. I was going to say, be very careful when you say how badly I did her, because I never called her out of her name.
But that's what I'm saying.
I was very composed.
That's my point.
But let me explain. Let me give you the exclusive.
No, let me make the point. Okay. You're one of the few only you and Bruce I've ever seen do that before. Destroy a heckler or someone that was challenging you or whatever, destroy them. Like, I mean, for like several minutes. I mean, Bruce killed this chick for about, I don't know, man, about 25, 30 minutes one night in Houston. And I never seen anybody else do that but you. Like 25, I mean, just back to back, gut busting, like same person, no cuss words.
Yeah.
I had never seen that before. So how were you able to maintain your composure for that long?
Well, a very interesting thing happens when you try to trap something that's bigger than your trap. So imagine you set out a trap for a turtle and a rhinoceros steps into it. It's finna be a whole different situation now. So this lady behind the scene begging me to come into this interview that I've not scheduled, that I don't want to do, that I'm not dressed for, that nobody's called me about. She just wants it. To the point where she says, Katt, come on, you just want to end me for the city. I just want to give you your flowers. Well, I won't talk about kids. I won't talk about no jail. I won't talk about. This is the conversation she has with me, and then goes in that room and doesn't mention the Emmy, and immediately begins to, because this is a comedian. You're trying to undermine me. Atlanta is a heavily LGBTQ plus positive city. And the fact that you having a heavy gay fan base would try to degrade me, a heterosexual, by making it seem like I'm gay. Gay people don't feel that way about me. Why would you? So it was a terrible thing that she found herself in. And comedically, you're outmatched. My defense is impenetrable. My offense will have the precise amount of viciousness that's necessary. If that means no cussing, that's fine. I don't want to talk to you and hurt heavy-set women's feelings or dark-skinned women's feelings or women who wear wigs feelings. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm bantering with you because you keep acting like you're qualified to do that. Yeah. So, it was a setup. I'm always going to be prevail if I'm being set up.
You think Buddy was in on it? Her co-host? You think he was in on that? He didn't appear to be in on it.
No, because here's the whole thing. He kept trying to get her to pull the plug on this, and she kept not. So she didn't understand even after we cut. She didn't understand what had happened. She still thought that she had been victorious, and yeah.
And then she tried to play the victim.
No, she played the victim. Her husband was willing to kill one of the greatest comedians to yeah, I'm saying. And remember, all of this has to happen. I have to allow it to happen. I have to also preserve my life. And then after I do do all of that, then I have to not press charges on you to these police as if a crime has not been committed upon me.
A pimp named Slickback. Ah, man.
Thank you for saying the whole thing.
Look, man.
Like a Tribe Called
Yeah, you got to say the whole thing. You got to say the whole thing.
That is correct.
A pimp named Slickback.
Yes.
Man, that is one of the most iconic roles in television history. How did that come about?
Dumb people love dumb people, and geniuses try to find people that are on their mental platitude. So Aaron Magruder is one of the finest Black writers that we've had.
Yes.
And the fact that he started his journey in the real trenches writing for newspapers and getting syndicated across the country before he ever came to the next platform is what made him so formidable. So it was a joy to be able to work with him. Just like, you know, when I do work with Donald Glover, you know, we get the Emmy. Like, it's because you're dealing with compatible wavelengths. Like Donald Glover told me, Katt, here's a script. You know, if you do this role right, you'll win an Emmy for it. I said, that's the only way I know to do it is right. And won the Emmy.
Well, I know there's a lot of advantages to doing what you do, being in the entertainment industry, but what's like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry?
Nothing. I like it.
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
I like it.
Now you now let's
I love my op as myself.
Yeah.
I think it's great. On our side of things, it's flourishing. It's never been better. All the people on our side are seeing that prayers do work and that you really have control of your mind more than you think you do. And if you could somehow possibly stop thinking the way you do and think another way, it might help you. And you'll know right away if it does. That's the benefit. Is each one of these days you're getting could really be the one.
What's one of the wildest things that has happened to you or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad. I ain't seen nothing. I collect the footage, but I haven't seen anything.
You were doing so good, man. I mean, you was just doing so good, and then all of a sudden you just decided.
Well, no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you asked was, you said, "Hey, Wolf, what do you hate about the sheep?" Nothing. Nothing. I feel good. I feel like we're in a good position. Everything's gonna be fine. Let's go, Coach Prime.
Yeah. What do you think about
We
Coach
coming.
Prime? What's up with Coach Prime? You have you been out there yet, Colorado?
No, I've supported from afar.
Yeah.
I'm saying anytime a great individual, regardless of what he does, finds something that he can be great in, like that's gonna work. Like he is a motivating factor and an asset to it. He always has been since the Jerry Curl days. Those are the leaders of men that we discussed earlier. An eternal optimist, someone that's clever and about books and hard work and discipline. You know, as a Black person, we should be so lucky as to have, you know, a Black coach like that. And as a non-Black person, what a great job.
Man, you know, you just describe yourself, except the coach part. And then I take that back. You are a coach in your own right.
And you as well. That's the whole thing. Like, these compliments are all shared by all of us who receive them. Like, that's what it's got to be. If you any reflection of me, then that's what it is. That's why in the good book it say, made in God's image. It don't mean you're always going to do that, but it means there's the possibility that you could mirror that.
Yeah. Do you have adopted children?
I'm an empty nester. I have no children at this point. Glory and hallelujah. No, everybody's grown. Yeah, but yeah, I got grandbabies.
You got grandbabies? Okay.
Yeah.
How many?
4.
4. Nice.
All girls.
Oh yeah.
See? That's how you know he's been doing something right.
What are the ages?
Of what?
The girls.
The grandbabies?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a 6, 2 4s. $11 months and 2.
That's 5.
Yeah. I realized it as you said it. I didn't know how to change the story. Okay, so I got 5 grandkids.
Wait, what do they call you?
I got 5 daughters. I can't get anybody to call me anything that I ask for. They've already made a decision, and that's what they call me. There's nothing I can do about it, and I'm not gonna say what it is. It sounds like stop or something. I don't know.
Right. But man, we're
spend time interviewing others is magnificent, and nobody asks worse questions. You have the worst questions in all of interviewing, and you can count on it. Nobody's going to mimic your questions. So yeah, it's an honor. Thank
you. Katt Williams.
Yeah, appreciate
Yeah, man. That's yeah, that was awesome, man. Yeah, and shout out to Willie D for having that that interview. So yeah, it was kind of funny. It was cool, and there was a lot of parts where he was, speaking on some real shit though, man. So I couldn't disagree with the guy, period, whatsoever. You know what I mean? And he spoke the real shit, and from what it seemed like to me, it seemed like some genuine shit that he was talking. So let me cut this off from my background. Uh, oh yeah, this right here, y'all. Now, right? Oh man, I gotta show this one too. This is a short. This is a short though. Don't worry about Katt Williams. But man, I like all that, and I'm planning on want to watch this again. Just so I could take my own little my own little notes of it because he did say a lot, man. He did say a lot in that. Um, and This a deep dude. This a deep guy. Yeah, his situation with that. Yeah, that didn't sound right at all. So it's just liars, liars lie. And he's right too when he said that. Like, hey, when people be like, why would they lie? Well, people lie, motherfucker. Like hell, like you're crazy for trying to stick your mind into somebody else's mind. You know, you'll strain your own damn brain trying to do that. Just accept that, what things are, that's how they are. So um that and man, and he has like 5 grandkids. I didn't know that, y'all. Man, that's awesome. So salute to him for that, man. You know what I mean? And shows man where he's a good family man, and he's showing man where he's a real dude, man, where Katt Williams is a real man. You know what I mean? So and the hard work, that he's been exuding, all these years, what I mean, all through those times of struggles of his, it's very inspiring, as I may say. Um, so I don't think it compares to the struggles, what I mean, that I've not resonated with, but got expired by, not expired, but yeah, but that I admire, that inspired me so much to do great, what I mean, in my own life, and that's Francis Ngannou. So and secondly, stories like like that and Katt Williams, what I mean. So those kind of stories, hey, just man, like just struggling through that struggle, applying that discipline, the necessary discipline that you'll need in order to arise up to greatness. And I like that too, where he said like when he was talking about like he's like, well, you're a master. uh of when you master the masters or something like that, yeah, then everything else is subservient. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, okay, bars, bars, shit. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show this one too. Yeah, fair use. Okay. And just popped up too. I was like, damn, okay, I appreciate that. All right. So yeah, this is him talking about a trick daddy.
For the first time in history, you can make it. All through history, beautiful people got beautiful shit. What did ugly people get? What I know. In my family tree, I thought somebody was going to speak up. What the fuck you look like? You can fucking make it. Trick Daddy is rich I don't give a fuck who you is. You ain't uglier than Trick Daddy. That man looks like a number 2, a foul
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh.
He can make it, you can make it. That man got herpes, syphilis, gonorrhea, lupus, and he got a restaurant and a cooking show, and he eat ass. You can make it.
Oh hell no. Oh shit.
You shouldn't need no motivation. Only people got to change is if you still in the streets, figure out how the fuck you gonna get out. If you in the streets, figure out how the fuck you finna make this
real talk
detour, this exit. Cause they ain't playing fair over there. They don't give a fuck who you is. They trying to make an example. You see what the fuck they did to Tory Lanez?
Oh shit.
They took that nigga's freedom and his hairline in the same sentence. Give it all back.
Oh damn.
That nigga was shocked because he from another country. He don't know we don't play that Harlem night shit. I just shot off a pinky toe. Well, it's 5 years a foot, motherfucker. 10 years. They'll come after you. They don't give a fuck who you are. They came after Lizzo. What? Lizzo? Yep. They don't give a fuck. There's a line. They will let you know when you cross it. You can be fat. You can be black. You can't be no fat black bitch. That's where they draw the line. You got to be happy and jolly. Play that flute. I said earlier, you do whatever the fuck you want to do, but it's still consequences. You do what you want to do, still consequences.
No shit.
They got a lot of shit they can do with your face.
Oh shit. He's about to go into it too. Oh yeah. Damn commercial. Always trying to kick in. Just a 3-minute video. Oh man. Oh yeah. It was done. That was over with. But yeah, that was it. And shout to her again. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, Terry Crews. Man. Oh, that was hilarious when he said that about Terry Crews. Oh shit. He's like, damn it, I believe, damn it, hell, he would have enjoyed that scene like that. I'm like, oh shit, man, he probably would. Oh shit, I don't know, man. Yeah, he probably would. Hell, allowing your boss to be following you. I guess you. Oh Lord, have mercy. Hey, real talk, boy. My nigga was hilarious in this interview, man. But just we got into talking about David man, for got his name Ricky Smiley. And that's real shit though, man. I mean, and you should show nothing but the utmost respect for such a man. You know what I mean? That's willing to put in that much, energy and money into crafting his own character and how he desires, and that he wrote a script. That he be writing his own shit. But then again, Ice Cube said that I remember that that wasn't in the script at all, because he said he don't get down with that shit. So yeah, so I'll say that, leave that between him and Ice Cube. So nothing to strain my brain on to unravel, but to try to unravel. But yeah, that dude, I was like, hell no. So, because I don't think Ice Cube would. Hopefully, he wouldn't allow that. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, man, I really enjoyed it. And I don't know about you guys, but I would like to go back and check it out again. At least for the second time. But yes, so I thank you guys for bearing with me through this, and because through this little struggle streaming. But yes, thank you guys, appreciate it, and yeah, be looking for more, and for there's more things to come. So just keep that, just keep watching. Just subscribe. Hit the bell on the notification bell so you'll get all my lives, notification of whenever I go live. So, and yeah, I got some stuff lined up too. That I'm ready to get back into the taking notes for the for my movies and TV reviews. So, and speaking of the shows, okay, I'll mention a few I'm about to get into that I have like lined up. So that's Rebel Moon, and which just came out some time ago. Rebel Moon and Gen V, because found out recently through a source that the boys, the new season, the fourth season of the boys is supposed to be coming out. So if they didn't start coming out with episodes already, so kind of geeked about about that lineup. So, and Rebel Moon, for what I've seen, I'm like, oh shoot, they got my boy from Sons of Anarchy in there, okay, and also same dude who played in Pacific Rim, and probably some others on some other gigs. But yeah, so check that out, and I'm gonna be nailing it, on those shows. So, and it may be almost I've seen more the things that stood out to me the most, the creativity of these shows. I like sci-fi shows as well, but I thought that. But going back to Katt real quick before I leave you guys, man, I feel like I believe my brother's a real good, genuine dude, man. He's a real guy, man. And plus, two Bootsy came through and said, hey, announced before everybody, hey, man, Katt looked out for me, man. He helped me out, bro. Shit. He helped uplift me, in my time of need. And he wasn't the only one, Hell, there was others too. Shit. It was saying like how he's a good guy, he's a decent man, that stands on his codes. And it's not selfish, but rather selfless. And Katt, he's just showing age, that he ain't taking no bullshit from you. You know what I mean? He sees you're in that bullshit. He ain't fucking with you. And he's willing to call you out on it, just like you said in this one. You know what I mean? He's like, he'd rather deal with the problem, right there, like, and dealing with it for, in we're in that exact time frame, in that exact moment, and that kind of relates to what Ice Cube said. Uh, I think a couple of interviews ago or something like that, when Ice Cube said that, hey, I believe in being bold, about certain things, and addressing situations, certain problems that, things that bother you. So, and I totally rocks with that. That relates to this over here, to what I represent over here in this Hobble Force, is to stand your ground, man. Don't purge every ounce of worry and fear from your mind when you're addressing people and how the things or whatever they're doing is affecting you. Don't let it, slip by you. Boom, of that chance of that first time, or when you should have addressed someone, that person about the issue, but you chose to let it go over your shoulder, and then you want to try to go back later. Then it's always, he said it basically, it's always best to address it right then and there, because you'll feel a lot better when you do. So and it's, yeah, so that's totally resonating, things like that. So yeah, so shout out to both of them, Cube and Katt. Yeah, man, and I like that, man. I like hearing stories like that. As he revealed, showing, as he showed in this interview, and also in Shannon Sharp's interview, that he rose up from the ashes. Of his struggle and his time, on up to greatness, and that was through straight up discipline, not taking those shortcuts, studying his ass off, working his ass off, and reading all them damn books. Boy, I don't even say my brother was exaggerating in the slightest. No, like, dude, yes, sir. Salute, man. Salute. So yeah. Those kind of stories, his and Francis and News, man, that I heard some months ago, in his 101, which I kind of heard twice, from from two different networks. One of them being Joe Rogan. Check that out. Get your go into your Spotify and go into that podcast, Joe Rogan, and you'll find it. And it's very inspiring. And his story, man, it's basically like a movie, and those kind of stories, man, cause me, man, to want to do some push-ups. I don't know about anybody else. So, but yeah. And I like that, man. So, and I believe a lot of us, that, hey, they can use some great encouragement, to help take us through the rough times, especially whenever they come, and to take these stories and to reflect on them, to draw strength from them. For that's what I'm going to continuously do. So go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and hit the Cash App if you will. It's your guy Ray Hammer. One versus a million. I'm out of here because it's been a minute already. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys' patience. Thank you. Thank you for your help and for helping this channel to grow. So thank you, brother GP, for all you guys coming through here. Thank you. I mean that from all of my soul, atoms, and essence. So yeah, real talk. Because over here, these are the kind of things we're gonna be talking about. So everything you see on my channel, hey, these are the things that I like to talk about. Now, this story could have been, you know, hot, very hot, you know, with everybody else in their eyes, but it's up to me, you know, if I take a interest in it, you know, in any way, shape, or form, which I do. Because why? Because I am a fan of Katt Williams, whom I find to be more funnier, damn it, more of a king of comedy than than your D.L. Hughley's and your Steve Harveys and Cedric's, you know. So for you guys to get, and that's fishy as hell, dude. It's funny. For you guys to get, you know, all the movie deals and stuff like that, you know, all the movies and everything, and for you not being funny, you know, that funny, like Katt Williams, hilarious. Yeah, that's kind of, you know, yes, says, hey, it gives off signs of that, hey, you guys may have been to one of them parties. So, yeah. Ludacris, stop trying to fucking stop coming back at people, man. Respond to people with a damn freestyle. Be a man and tell that motherfucker he's a liar. Damn it, like Charleston White said, shit. Instead of trying to write a motherfucker 12 bars and shit. Shit, who knows? I'll put it on that damn hell. Hey, I'll damn probably put money on that motherfucker damn hell's part of the Illuminati shit. Who knows? But anyway. But yeah, this is your guy Ray Hama. I'm out. Peace.